The NBA right now is in a period where some of their superstars are going to be aging out of the league, and a new crop of young stars are set to take over. You already know some of those stars like Ja Morant or LaMelo Ball. But let's not forget about Luka Doncic, a guy who very much came out of nowhere in terms of just how good he would be in the NBA and made the Dallas Mavericks a threat again. And with the NBA playoffs looming, the team is going to rely on him more than ever. But what do you know about him? Let us show you the 9 things you didn't know about Luka Doncic. Pre-NBA Draft. One of the things that is honestly very obvious about Luka Doncic is that he's from Europe. But his time there before coming to America and the NBA is much more significant than you probably realize. Without it, he wouldn't be as good as he is now, and that's just a fact. Doncic was born in Ljubljana, the largest city in Slovenia, with a population of about 300,000. Despite some troubles that you'd think would have held him back, Doncic rose to the top quick in Europe. He debuted for Real Madrid in Spain at the age of 15. His debut for the Spanish basketball club senior team made him the youngest player in history to do so. With Real Madrid, he won a 2018 EuroLeague title and was crowned EuroLeague MVP. A year earlier, he led the senior Slovenia national team to a Eurobasket title. It was Slovenia's first Eurobasket championship in history. That proves he was born for this, don't you think? He was getting titles and honors over in Europe and proving that he was one of the best players in the whole continent. It was only a matter of time before he moved elsewhere to better test his skills. And by getting picked up by the Dallas Mavericks, famous for bringing in international players, he was assured to get the fairness and opportunity to showcase his skills. And the Mavericks were absolutely rewarded for doing just that because Luka is a beast on the court. Luka and the dogs. If you're looking to see the more human side of Luka Doncic, here you go. He's a guy who loves his dogs. He's got a Pomeranian, Hugo, and the other is a white Swiss Shepherd, Gia. And he really loves these dogs. If you follow either him or his girlfriend on Instagram, you'll have seen numerous pictures of his pooches. In fact, they're basically the focus of said social media accounts. These dogs show that he's setting down roots and is taking the time to enjoy life outside the NBA in a meaningful way. And besides, who doesn't love dogs? Clearly, Luka is a fan. Compared to Steve Nash. With young and potentially epic talent, there are always going to be people who compare them to greats in their sport. For example, Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban said once that Luka was a 6'7" Steve Nash. Steve Nash is a legend of the NBA and Hall of Famer. Despite his size, he was a fantastic shooter and an assist magnet. He was the leader of the Phoenix Suns for many years and helped them be in contention for the playoffs and beyond many times, and even won the MVP twice for his efforts. Thus, the comparison means he's well-rounded, knows how to work well with the team, and more. Ironically enough, Steve Nash heard about this and weighed in on Luka, saying that he's a dream prospect. And when you have a 2-time MVP saying you're someone special, you know you got talent. Not that he's not showing that on the court, obviously. Rookie of the Year. Your first year in the NBA doesn't always define you, but it helps you make a splash and prove your worth right away. Luka Doncic did that and more. His scoring, passing, and just overall ability wowed just about everyone. He was easily the Rookie of the Year winner by a wide margin even. Doncic swept Rookie of the Month voting in the West, earning the honor 5 out of 5 times. Since the NBA split the award into East and West, only 6 players have done the same. And trust us when we say he's in really good company on that list. His second year was just as good as his first, if not better. He took the Mavericks to not just a winning record, but to a great series against the Los Angeles Clippers and almost single-handedly won games for them because of his skills. His third year had struggles, but he willed his team to victory and took them to the playoffs yet again. Granted, he's not a rookie anymore, but he hasn't lost his shine like some rookies have over the years, and that's gotten him praise from a lot of people. Michael Jordan. During his historic rookie season, Luka Doncic was naturally selected for the rookie team during NBA All-Star Weekend. Through that, he got to meet Michael Jordan. Jordan and Luka had actually been compared to each other in terms of their impressive rookie years, the stats that they had put up in those years, and more. Luka deflected the comparisons, though, and noted that people were reading into them too much and that Michael was one of a kind. As for their actual meeting, he noted in an interview afterward that he was so nervous he forgot to ask for a picture with him, which is again very understandable given the greatness you're next to. Oh, and it should be noted that MJ had nothing bad to say about Luka either, and said that the future of Luka in the NBA was bright indeed. He was definitely right on that front. Born to play. Doncic is said to have had a basketball in his hands when he was just 7 months old. He began playing organized basketball when he was around 7 years old, likely because of his father, who was also a pro player in Europe. Now, of course, we all know children who didn't take from their gifted parents in the athletics department, but Luka was that exception to the rule in a big way. Ball boy. Luka's father played professional basketball as well, and his time with Slovenia, of which he was said to be quite the player too from a young age, he helped the team to a title in 2008. And guess who was the ball boy for that team? His son Luka. Seeing his father winning with Slovenia no doubt motivated him to try and match what his father did and surpass it. And that's exactly what he did. We're not knocking his father, but Luka has done much more than he ever did, and unlike dear old dad, Luka got to be in the NBA. But his father is no doubt glad that he inspired his child to be a great basketball player and carry the family legacy to new heights. Mother's helping hand. When Luka went to Spain to play with their team, he didn't know the language, the layout of the country, etc., which would have been hard to adapt to on his own. So, his mother naturally came over to Spain with him and lived with him for a while so that he could adjust and not feel totally overwhelmed. That's Mother of the Decade material right there. And you can bet that Luka is appreciative of all that his mother and father have done for him to get him this far. Because not only have they helped him, they've supported him and backed him when he did things that may have been scary, because that's what parents are meant to do. His future in the NBA. Now, let's look at the future and ask, what other accomplishments will Luka get? That's unclear. Many hope that, like Dirk before him, he'll bring a title to Dallas. Something the city could definitely use, because it ain't coming from the Cowboys. Zing! But even if he just makes the Mavericks a threat again, many will be pleased with that, and they're going to enjoy every minute of Luka on the floor. Personally for him, though, you can tell he wants to win. He's even chewed out his own team when he felt that they weren't living up to the expectations put upon them by fans and even him. Plus, the last 2 years in the playoffs, he went to Game 7 in the first round and lost. He wants to get over that hump. Could it be this year? Maybe. And he'll keep pushing until his legend is guaranteed. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at Luka Doncic and who he is when he's not dominating the NBA? Do you think that there's going to be a big surge for him this year in the playoffs? How long do you think it'll take for him to truly own the league? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time on the channel.